If you love niche perfume and you care about real craftsmanship, I want to put you onto a Greek perfume house I've been wearing nonstop lately, Manos Gerakinis Parfums. This is Athens. It's independent, it's deeply intentional, and once you smell it, you get it. Perfume didn't begin in Paris. It began much earlier and much closer to the Aegean. In ancient Greece, scent wasn't just beauty, it was part of daily life, ritual, medicine, philosophy, oil infused with botanicals, sacred ingredients, fragrance as culture. History moved. The Middle East refined distillation and built the poetry of Athens. France built Grasse into the modern perfume capital. Greece became a quieter chapter in the global perfume story, even though it helped write the beginning. And that's where Manos Gerakinis comes in. Manos is the creative director based in Athens, and I interviewed him on Zoom. I'm going to drop that link for you because it adds so much context to what you're about to smell through the screen. What struck me immediately is how clear he is. He told me I had to create my own standards. Greece doesn't have the perfume infrastructure people assume exists everywhere, so he built his house by setting the bar himself and making sure every part of the process meets it. You feel that in the fragrances. They unfold slowly, they last, and they're composed with real intention. So in this video, I'm walking you through 3 Manos Gerakinis perfumes that I own and that I think are the perfect way into his world. Rose Poétique, Amandus, and Pure Honeysuckle. Rose perfumes are everywhere, and most of them blurb together after a while. Rose Poétique does not. This is a rose with depth, texture, and presence, the kind that makes people ask what you're wearing. Rose Poétique is a tribute to the Damask rose, a flower that's been celebrated for centuries, from ancient poetry to sacred rituals. Manos Gerakinis has said roses have been a part of his world since childhood, drawn in his grandmother's garden, carried as a memory long before they became a perfume. And in this scent, he frames the rose with 2 ingredients that feel deeply Greek in spirit, saffron and labdanum. It's romantic, but it has a backbone. It opens with saffron, rhubarb, and raspberry. The saffron gives a warm golden spice. The rhubarb adds a tart, almost green sharpness, and the raspberry brings a juicy brightness that makes the rose feel alive. It's not sugary or airy, it's a rose that arrives fully formed. Then the heart takes over. Damask rose, labdanum, and vanilla. And this is where the perfume becomes addictive. The rose feels plush and full-bodied, and the labdanum gives it that balsamic warmth, almost a soft leather nuance in the background. Vanilla smooths everything out, but not to make it sweet, to make it feel rounded and sensual. It's rich, but it's still elegant. In the base, you get patchouli, cashmere wood, sandalwood, and musk. This is where Rose Poétique turns into something skin-close and magnetic. The woods feel creamy and refined like warm fabric. The musk gives it softness, and the patchouli adds depth without making it heavy. It lingers in a way that feels expensive. Rose Poétique feels like an aromatic bridge between worlds. It has that feeling of Greece as a crossroads where cultures and traditions meet, and everything feels sunlit but layered. It's romantic but not fragile, joyful but not girlish. It's a rose with character. If you want a gourmand that feels romantic instead of sugary, meet Amandus. This is almond with emotion, soft, warm, and impossible to stop smelling. Amandus means worthy of love, and the inspiration is Greek in the most beautiful way. It's based on the myth of Phyllis and Demophon. A princess waits for her lover to return from war. He doesn't come. She dies of grief, and the gods transform her into an almond tree. When he finally returns, he embraces the tree and it blooms. That's what this perfume is about. Love that lingers, love that returns, love that leaves a mark. And if you've ever been to a Greek wedding, you already know the symbol, sugar-coated almonds offered like a promise. It opens with almond, sugar dust, salted caramel, and dates. It's warm immediately, like marzipan, but elegant. The salted caramel gives it richness. The dates make it feel deep and golden, like sweetness but with depth. Then it moves into hazelnut, toffee, transparent flowers, and incense. This is where Amandus stops being gourmand and becomes something more intimate. The hazelnut and toffee feel toasted and soft. The flowers are sheer like fabric, not a bouquet, and the incense gives it a quiet shadow, a little gravity. It's sweet, but it has structure. In the base, you get sandalwood, vanilla, amber, and musk. And it turns creamy and smooth, almost pillowy. The sandalwood melts into the skin, the amber gives it warmth, the musk keeps it soft and lingering. Also worth noting, the musk here is synthetic, no animal-derived ingredients. Amandus feels like comfort with intention. It's the kind of perfume you wear when you want to feel held, not by someone else though, by your own life. It stays close, it stays warm, it makes you feel quietly expensive. Amandus was created by perfumer Sofia Bardelli, and the composition's beautifully controlled. It's an almond as love story, sweet, sensual, and intimate. So tell me, would you wear this as your everyday comfort scent or as your nighttime perfume? Because either way, it leaves a memory. Pure Honeysuckle. Honeysuckle is one of those flowers people remember for life. Pure Honeysuckle captures it with real presence. This is a white floral that fills the air, soft, radiant, and unforgettable. It was inspired by childhood summers in grandmother's gardens shared between Manos Gerakinis and Muhip Önal, the founder of Nokta Cosmetics in Turkey. One grew up in Greece, one in Turkey, and the memory's the same. Honeysuckle blooming in the heat, sweet and heady, the kind of scent that stays in your mind long after the season ends. That's the feeling this perfume carries, nostalgia, comfort, and the kind of optimism you can actually wear. It opens with honeysuckle, blackcurrant, and coconut. The honeysuckle comes in bright and alive. The blackcurrant adds a little bite, like the air feels sharper for a second. And then the coconut sits underneath it all like a creamy glow. It feels sunny, it feels lifted, it feels instantly wearable. Then it blooms into gardenia, jasmine, and tuberose. This is where pure honeysuckle turns into something powerful. It becomes rich, slightly heady, and beautifully confident. The jasmine gives it warmth and sensuality. The gardenia makes it feel creamy and plush, and the tuberose adds depth. The floral has a pulse. It carries itself like a classic floral, but it still feels modern on the skin. In the base, you get vetiver, honey, amber, musk, and cashmere wood. This is where it becomes addictive. The vetiver keeps it grounded and airy at the same time. The honey and amber create this golden warmth that clings to skin. And the cashmere wood makes everything feel soft and smooth, like fabric. Honeysuckle is a difficult flower to capture in perfumery. It's more like a memory than a material. So when a perfume actually brings that feeling back, you notice it immediately. Pure honeysuckle feels like summer evenings, warm air, and something familiar in the distance, comforting, but with real presence. All right, quick recap before you go. Rose Poétique is your deep, full-bodied damask rose with saffron, rhubarb, and labdanum. It's romantic, but it has real presence. Amandus is almond, salted caramel, dates, and incense, soft, warm, and intimate, the kind of gourmand that feels elegant and expensive. And pure honeysuckle is honeysuckle in full bloom with blackcurrant, coconut, and a white floral heart of gardenia, jasmine, and tuberose, bright, nostalgic, and completely addictive. Now tell me, which one are you wearing first? Rose Poétique, Amandus, or pure honeysuckle? I want to know your pick. If you enjoyed this, please like this video, subscribe, and follow Elevated Classics for more niche perfume stories, reviews, and founder interviews.